Hi everyone, the Island Stack here. Welcome to another video. Today I just wanted to go over some bits and pieces from the Royal Mint. It seems that there's been a lot of stuff coming out from the Royal Mint over the last few days. So I just wanted to have a look over those and get your thoughts as well on these things. So those of you that aren't aware already, the Royal Mint has announced that there's potentially around 80 jobs to be made redundant in their Welsh office. So I think there's around 900 jobs in total at the Royal Mint. So it's a fairly large percentage in the grand scheme of things. And I think, as other people have said, it just shows the path that the Royal Mint has been on the last 18 months, 2 years is starting to take effect as people are losing the respect that they had for the Royal Mint. The Royal Mint used to be the prize jewel of mints around the world, in my opinion. And over the last few years, that's just been whittled away by the inconsistency, the quality control, the cashing in, the divergence into other areas that they shouldn't be going in. So I feel for all of the people that potentially have their jobs and livelihoods at risk, and I hope that things work out for them in the long run following this process. But the Royal Mint, again, just another nail in the coffin, I think. So the never-ending slippery slope that they are on seems to be taking or getting full grasp on the business. And as the article here says, it's generally the people that are in the customer support roles, so the people that are ultimately responsible for making the decisions around how the companies run, still get to keep their jobs, even though it's them that's probably caused this process to be kicked off in the first place, rather than the people that are there on the ground doing their jobs, just trying to make a living. So I just think, it's another way of the Royal Mint getting closer and closer to potentially closing its doors permanently. But that's another thing. So hopefully it doesn't get to that, but we will see over the coming weeks and months if this story gets any broader or wider. Let me know what you think of the announcement in the comments. There's also been a load of release type things that I wanted to just cut. So there's 3 coin releases that I just wanted to have a quick touch on as well. So I don't know what this is exactly, but they sent an email towards the end of last week announcing that there'll be another Music Legends coin. Again, something that I don't particularly like the idea of, just trying to cash in on a theme that the Royal Mint seems to be going down, similar to the War Memorial coin that I discussed in the last video. It's like, that shouldn't be something that the Royal Mint necessarily is celebrating. It's an American war story that the Royal Mint are celebrating, which doesn't necessarily seem right. So it's just the way that they're going, and this is one of those theme type coins that I just don't think are popular with people. They've covered most of the main, I say big in inverted commas, bands. So I don't know what this will be. We shall see when this is eventually announced. I don't know if it's got an official date when this will be coming up. No, it's just registering your interest, so that'll be in the next few weeks, I'd imagine. So another coin to write off, in my opinion. They've also released the 2025 Britannia, or the Premium Britannia, as I'd say, because as opposed to the normal Britannias that you get. So I have to admit, the design is not my favorite. I guess it's difficult coming up with a new design every year for the Britannia coin. I have to say it's an improvement on the one from a couple of years ago with Britannia and the fish horses, or whatever the concoction of that design was, which I just think was totally horrific. So yeah, this is the new version. I think the 2024 is listed, or the gold version is. So you can see the design from last year. Again, which isn't necessarily my favorite, but again, big improvement on the fish horses or whatever they were. Let me know which one of the designs that you prefer, or if you even like the design if you're ordering it. They've released a variety of different combinations and sizes. Interesting, the 1/4 ounce gold proof price, it seems to have gone up again. £825 for a 1/4 ounce gold proof coin is ridiculous. A couple of years ago that was the price of a 1/2 ounce coin. But yeah, there we go. Royal Mint jacking their prices up. Interesting that they now doing 1/2 ounce silver proof coins in a card. Again, maybe to try and have a lower entry point, but £65 for 1/2 an ounce of silver is astronomical when a 1/2 ounce physical weight of silver is 20. So there's 20 something pounds an ounce, so it's 10 or 11 pounds. So yeah, you can see the difference in prices there. I don't know why this Britannia Liberty 40th ounce coin is listed in this section. It's not part of the normal standard Britannia releases. It's one of the American joint ventures, so I'm not sure why that's in here and why it's only this one denomination. And the fact that it says it's a Royal Mint exclusive, I'm not sure what that's supposed to entail. Is that supposed to make it more collectible? Anyway, another one of those things from the Royal Mint that I'm not so keen on. The next one was this coin, or bar, or round, or whatever this is denominated as. Oh, it's a bar. Okay. I think it just shows that the Royal Mint is struggling to come up with new, unique designs that are actually appealing, and instead they're cashing in on popular designs from the past. So the Queen's Beast Completer coin, I think, I know it was touchy when it was released around how they released another coin even though it was a 10 coin set, but I do like the design, and I have a 1 ounce gold bullion version of that coin in my collection. So for them to re-release it into a bar form, I think is just trying to cash in on the success of the previous design that they had with this. And as it's a bar, it's not a coin, so therefore it's not CGT exempt. So just something to bear in mind. And like, the design is lackluster at best. So it's just the coin design stamped on a bar, and then they filled in the outside edges with some textured effect and some of the roses or the flower emblems of the 4 countries just to fill in the space, and it's just not a good thing in my opinion. And I'm not sure where these tubes of Queen's Beast coins have come from. I don't know if they've had these in stock and have waited a few years to try and then flog these on now. I didn't think you'd be able to buy tubes of 10 Queen's Beast coins, especially 6 designs out of the 10, not the most popular ones. So the Lion of England, the Unicorn, etc. are not included in that. But yeah, something again that I don't agree with from the Royal Mint. And one final thing that I wanted to just touch on, and I don't know if this is just me reading too much into things. So the bullion version of this Tudor beast, Panther, has been released for a while now, and nowhere seems to have this coin in stock. So normally after a couple of months, say once this has been released by the Royal Mint, it's normally filters down into all of the main other online dealers, so Atkinson's, Chards, those kind of places. I've looked on Atkinson's and the coin just doesn't exist, so I don't know if the Royal Mint are limiting what they send around to other dealers to try and make people buy directly from them, as opposed to from the online dealers, which are obviously usually cheaper and more. I'd rather deal with these dealers than directly with the Royal Mint, because the Royal Mint has lost all of my respect and I won't buy from them if I can help it. I've been trying to find this coin recently and nowhere seems to have one. So I don't know if this is just a case of they haven't released that many of them, or if there's a shortage of them, or the Royal Mint's restricting where they're sent out, but even the Royal Mint doesn't seem to have them in stock at the moment. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on there, as normally there's a raft. There's loads of places that have these coins once the bullion versions are released of them, or it has been in the past with the other releases anyway. But those are just a few things that I wanted to have a look at, Royal Mint related, over the last week or so. Let me know your comments and thoughts on the various bits and pieces that I've discussed in the comments, and how you see the Royal Mint going or not going in that case in the future. Thanks very much for watching again, and I will catch you all on the next one. Cheers.